Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
And now, Patriot Home Care is proud to present the Beaver County Radio Morning Show with Frank Sparks and Scott Tatey. Frank and Scott will get you caught up on what's going on in the world with news, sports, and entertainment, along with playing some of your favorite tunes, including Pittsburgh area bands. And now, here are the hosts of the show, Frank Sparks and Scott Tatey.
All right, welcome back after the congressional breakfast here on the Beaver County Radio Morning Show. As Jimmy said, Frank and Scott with you this morning. And the big news, I think, that came out of that whole congressional thing was the fact that Norm Mitri said, look, we know Kennedy Heritage Valley closed. Beaver Hospital is going nowhere. And he confirmed that with us a couple weeks ago. So I think that's the big news of the day, is the fact that, so if you were worried that Heritage Valley Beaver was closing, it's not happening.
Made a point of kind of beginning the meeting with that, so that was definitely not a coincidence, I think.
My man handed out a cell phone number. I mean, where do you hear a CEO handing out their cell phone number? It's like, did you really just do that? You know? Oh, man, can you imagine his phone's going to be ringing off the hook now? He'll regret the day he did that. That's for sure. So, all right. In studio now, we have joining us some folks from the Baden Legion, as we're going to talk about what's happening at the Baden Legion. Always something going on. That's one of our legions mean a lot here in the county. But I have to say, I have to say that this Legion, particularly to me, maybe it's just they're more out there doing things, but to me, you guys actually have the most activity going on of anybody, it seems like, here in the county of all the different legions.
I would agree.
So, all right, so let's get started and talk a little bit. So who all we got with us today, Linda? You talk a little bit. You can talk. You're loud.
We have Tom Statura, who is adjutant for the American Legion. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's adjutant mean?
Keeps everything going.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
And Pete Paninsky, he is first vice commander to Jerry States. So the officers, Jerry States is commander, Pete Paninsky, first vice commander, Ben Gingerelli is second vice commander, Tom Statura, adjutant.
Okay. Well, who wants to start? Let's talk about the Baden Legion. Tell us a little bit about the Baden Legion and why you guys are so popular and seems like got a lot of activities going on there.
Our Baden Legion is very active. We do a lot of community-related activities. Our main goal is to get information and sources to our veterans.
Okay.
We have the Vietnam veterans have moved down to our post. They are our home post is theirs. We also have a submarine group that meets there. We also have the Odd Fellows meeting our post.
You know, one of the things that I remember is when we started at our Legion, at our monthly meetings, we used to get just the board of directors, 12 people. But our meetings are now focused on what we do. And the meetings last an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we're drawing 50 people at our meetings because everybody is saying, well, we just thought you were a canteen with a flag out front. And now they're seeing we have all these things going on within our club. And there's, I think, 8 American Legions in the county. And we want to be the star. So we have a lot of different things going on.
One of your big events is coming up, the Stand Down. Can you explain a bit what will be taking place?
Sure. Pete Paninsky is in charge of the Stand Down. I'll let him do that.
Okay, we are going into our 5th year. Last year we had 39 vendors. We had approximately 90 veterans attend it. We have clothing distribution, food distribution, free haircuts, health screening. We have veteran representatives from Allegheny, Beaver, Butler, and Lawrence counties. So we have all the counties there. If you have any questions, pertaining to your veteran benefits and that, they can be answered. We have Cornerstone there. There's people there from insurance companies, for Medicare. There's housing, assistant housing, assistant financials. This year we have a legal advisor coming that does pro bono work. So there's always information there. For that 3 hours that we're there, we provide a hot meal. There's boxes of food. Dry goods, if you want to take a box home, no problem. There's bags. You can take clothes, whatever you need. Like I said, we're there. It's for pass out information, whatever they need.
What are the hours and date for that? And do people have to sign up in advance?
Okay, it's April 26th. That's a Saturday, from noon to 3. We tried doing it 4 hours, and it was just too long. People were just losing interest.
Why is it named Stand Down?
Pardon?
Why is it named Stand Down?
Well, in time.
It's just an interesting name. That's why I asked.
I was wondering that too. Yeah.
You know what? There was an article that we put out, and I brought it with me, and that asked the same question was asked, and it says the term originated to describe a period in war where exhausted combat units requiring time to rest and recover were removed from the battlefields to a place of relative security and safety. At the camp, troops were able to take care of their personal hygiene, clean uniforms, warm meals, receive medical and dental care, receive their mail, and just to stand down.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. And when we started, we had a lot of vendors, but not a lot of veterans. And it just, I guess veterans thought that you had to be a member of the Baden American Legion. No, that's not the case. This is open to any veteran throughout all of our counties, throughout Pennsylvania, Ohio, whoever wants to come in. Last year, as Pete said, we had 39 vendors that came in and produced what they had. And last year we had 85 veterans. Some people just come in to get a haircut, and it's a free haircut. We had a massage lady that came in, which was fantastic. First time ever. Veterans just come in to relax. Okay, there's nothing that they have to do. It's just come through the doors. And prior to them coming into the doors, what we do is outside of our building, we have our veterans that are in military uniform standing out with flags that says, welcome, come on in, join us, rest.
Okay. All right, it is the top of the hour. You're listening to Beaver County Radio here on WBVP and 99.3 FM in Beaver Falls and 1460 and 95.7 WMBA in Ambridge. And Scott, you want to continue along? Go ahead.
Yeah, I had asked before, so you can just show up for that event. You don't have to register or call or anything like that? Or...
Come on down.
That's great.
Okay?
Just show up.
Show up. And just like a venue like this, we're letting people know. Come on down. Pete has distributed flyers throughout Beaver County and various American Legions, VFWs, wherever the veterans congregate. So that everybody's welcome.
So let me ask you guys this. I'm going to start with you, Tom. Why do you do what you do?
That's a really good question, okay? And I've been involved with the Legion now for probably 20 years.
Okay.
And I just have a heart and soul for veterans. And I want to see that we give our veterans as much as we can do. And yeah, fortunately, my wife lets me do these things. But it's a good feeling to know things are done. And as we go forward, we could tell you all the other things, but the priority right now is our stand down.
All right. What about you?
I was involved originally in the Eagles.
Okay.
And they kind of got away from doing things for veterans.
Gotcha.
At least the club I was at. So I got involved with the Baden Legion, and I brought my knowledge of what we did for that. Plus, I was involved with the Leesdale VFW, so I brought some of that knowledge with me, and we more or less have increased our activities since, I've gotten involved. We've done some other things like we did a Fort Chaplain ceremony. They've never done one down there before. Actually, they didn't even know what it was. So
neither do we. So tell us what it is.
Yeah, it was. And the more I do down there, the more I get involved, and it's kind of just mushroomed from there.
All right. So did you serve?
Yes, I was in the Coast Guard.
Coast Guard. All right. What? When did you serve?
I was in from 68 to 70.
Okay.
I was stationed on a cutter out of Boston. We did search and rescue in North Atlantic.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Which was no picnic in the winter.
Well, I'm sure. So, well, we thank you for your service. And Tom, what about you? Did you serve?
United States Army.
Okay. What years?
68, 69. Fortunately, I was not selected to go to Vietnam. They sent me to Germany. So I spent some nice time in Germany.
Okay, cool. All right, well, thank you for your service as well.
You're welcome.
So, all right, so moving forward, let's, well, you know what, let's get a commercial break in here real quick. We're visiting with the guys from the Baden Legion and the gal from the Baden Legion, along with Scott Tades, who with me this morning, as always, in the morning. So we'll take a short break. And if you do have any questions, you're welcome to call at 724-843-1888. We'll be back with more right after this.
Lincoln Park Performing Arts Center in Midland presents Anastasia, the epic adventure of home, love, and family, May 2nd through the 11th. Sponsored by Clearview Federal Credit Union. For tickets, visit LincolnParkArts.org.
The best of Beaver County is easy to discover. It's right here on your radio. Tune in Beaver County Radio or watch the best of Beaver County live on Facebook or YouTube video this and every Thursday from 11 to 11:30. The program is made possible by St. Barnabas. For over 3 years now, the show has been dedicated to shining light on the great things going on right here in your neighborhood and the people that are making it happen. This Thursday, enjoy conversation and insight from an intriguing lineup of guests who are creating excitement and having an impact right here in Beaver County. Your friends and neighbors at St. Barnabas are pleased to support the best of Beaver County. The radio broadcast will also be replayed each week from 11:30 to noon on Sundays on Beaver County Radio. Archived Best of Beaver County videos can be viewed on the WBVP WMBA Facebook page. It's your chance to encounter the best of Beaver County with host Mike Romai this Thursday starting at 11. For more information, visit beavercountyradio.com.
Join a team that's been making a difference for over a century. St. Barnabas Health System is hiring full-time security officers for night shifts in Gibsonia and Valencia. Work 12-hour shifts from 8:30 p.m. to 8:30 a.m., plus every other weekend, and earn competitive pay starting at $17 an hour plus shift differential. Enjoy full benefits, flexible scheduling, and the satisfaction of helping keep residents safe in a respected and growing healthcare system. Take the next step in your career. Apply now at stbarnabashealthsystem.com/careers or call 724-444-JOBS.
Yankee Trader, Saturday mornings from 10 to noon.
Freedom United Federal Credit Union proudly presents Yankee Trader.
Yankee Trader, buy, sell, or trade.
Yankee Trader is presented by Freedom United Federal Credit Union and in part by Rochester Paving and Seal Coating.
The Beaver County County Radio Easter Bunny is hopping his way to our studios with a very special Easter prize package for one lucky winner. Listen now for your chance to get registered. When you hear the Beaver County Radio Bunny hopping down the bunny trail, call 724-843-1888. And the first 5 callers will be registered to win. Winner announced at noon on Good Friday.
The Beaver County Radio Easter Basket Prize Giveaway includes all kinds of goodies and gifts from local businesses, including $100 in PA Lottery scratch-off tickets and a $100 gift card to East Rochester and Tusca Shop and Save. Total value of the basket is over $500. The Beaver County Radio Easter Basket Prize Giveaway is being brought to you by Hank's Frozen Custard and Mexican Food, Blackbird Market and Crafted Wine Store in Beaver, The Golden Goose, Zuki Sports Tavern, Montini Dentistry, Fun for All in Cranberry, Leslie's Beauty Saloon, the Lisa and Tank Latham team at eXp Realty, the East Rochester and Tusca Shop and Saves, and Beaver County Radio. You heard Gabby. Make sure you tune in every day and listen for the Beaver County Bunny hopping down the bunny trail for your chance to win.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Lincoln Park Performing Arts Center in Midland presents Anastasia, the epic adventure of home, love, and family, May 2nd through the 11th. Sponsored by Clearview Federal Credit Union. For tickets, visit LincolnParkArts.org.
Excitement is surrounding the Pittsburgh Pirates after Paul Skeens' rookie season last year.
Paul Skeens is for real. 102 on his final pitch of the day. 8 strikeouts for Skeens.
Adding Kutch.
The pitch. High fly ball to center field. It's hit pretty well toward the wall. Go! Oh my God! Oh my God! Andrew McCutcheon has won it. They're going crazy. The Pirates have won this game, and an incredible game. You can raise the Jolly Roger and call it maybe the best all time in Pittsburgh. What a game!
And you won't want to be anywhere else besides listening to Pirates Baseball on 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP. The Young Bucks are poised and ready to make a run at greatness, and Beaver County Radio is your place to tune in and listen all season long. Pirates Baseball on Beaver County Radio is being presented locally by the St. Barnabas Health System, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, Falcones Moon Township Ford, Dr. C. Timothy Lip, Patriot Home Care, and Beaver County Radio. We have Art Cornell here from the Beaver Cemetery and Mausoleum. Art, what's new at the cemetery?
We've just completed a new addition to the mausoleum with above-ground burial crypts, indoor and outdoor niches, and family areas. The Beaver Mausoleum advantages include no plot maintenance, the convenience of a heated and air-conditioned building for visitation, and an adjoining private chapel. It's a perfect final resting place for your loved ones.
Thanks, Art. Beaver Cemetery and Mausoleum, serving all of Beaver County since 1865.
Now it's time for the Hank's flavor of the day. Today's flavor is banana. Head on over to one of my favorite places, Hank's Frozen Custard and Mexican Food in New Brighton today.
There you go. We couldn't do it. Yeah, we couldn't do it at 8 o'clock because of the congressional breakfast. But Hank's flavor of the day today is banana.
That's a good call there.
Yeah. Banana. Well,
B-A-N-A-N-A, yes.
Yeah, so our caller ran away. All right. If you have any questions, you're welcome to call at 724-843-1888. Visiting this morning with the guys and gal from the Legion in Baden. So, Scott, you can ask Linda, since you've not interviewed Linda before, since we asked the two guys. You can ask her where
Linda,
where she served.
You was well served. Can you tell us about that?
I served in the U.S. Air Force, Go Air Force, from 74 to 78.
Where were you stationed?
Tucson, Arizona for all 4 years.
Ooh.
Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, commonly known as the Boneyard.
The Boneyard. Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing so.
If I'm not mistaken, that's where some of the one of the Air Heritage planes came from, was that Boneyard out there.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. The Thunder Pig, if I'm not mistaken, that's where it came from.
Oh, that was the one that was in a movie, right?
Yeah, but unfortunately it's in disrepair and they don't know if they can repair it.
Uh-oh.
So we don't know if it's going to fly again or not. So they're working on it. But anyways, that's a topic for a different day. All right. So
we're talking with Linda, Pete, and Tom from the Baden Legion, and one of the things we were talking about is your stand down, but you have a bunch of other events there as well. Can we talk about this flag retirement ceremony?
Well, we have a box outside our post that any unserviceable flags are deposited in there, and we become a real entry point for the flags. And we used to do the flag retirement burning once a year. Now we're doing it 4 times a year because there are so many flags. And what we do is we get the Boy Scouts to come down to help us out, and we do a formal service. Our canteen is closed down. All the members that are inside, they come out, they participate, they watch. And we have our commander, our first and second vice, our chaplain, our sergeant at arms, and we have a bugler. And we do a formal service, take the flags down, and burn them. Once that ceremony is over, then the Boy Scouts take over and they dispose of all the other flags. Pete?
Yes, the Boy Scouts are very active in the flag retirement end of it. Actually, we've had 2 or 3 different posts come down, especially now that we're burning four times a year.
Now, if someone has a flag that requires retirement, how do they get a hold of you, or how does that work?
All they have to do is come down to the Baden Legion, or actually some of the other legions. There's a box outside our post that looks like a mailbox, and it says flag retirement. All they do is open it up, put the flag inside, and then they can leave.
And anybody can do this?
Anybody.
Okay. What is considered a retirable flag?
Well, one that's maybe faded in color.
Okay.
Ripped because of the wind damages. Some people, they just have new flags and they put them in a box. And if they're new flags, then I usually empty the box. I will give them to our legacy riders or somebody that they can use them.
Okay. I'm just getting confirmation from the president of Air Heritage, and he told me that he's impressed because I'm right. That is where the Thunder Pig came from. So I told him I do listen once in a while, I don't listen to, maybe somebody that has another ring on her finger sometimes, but I do listen to other people. All right. So when it comes to the flag retirement, is it any type of American flag? Because there's some people have like those. I don't call them real flags. I like a hand-stitched, nice-looking flag. You get those ones that are printed on and things like that. Are they able to bring those kinds down to any type of American flag?
Yes. Any flag that's in the box, we will retire it.
Okay. So what happens after? So you have the ceremony, burn the flags. What happens with the ashes?
The ashes are properly disposed of. And actually, one of the other things is the flags have grommets. Okay, and we have to remove the grommets, and they are properly disposed of.
Okay.
Another big event you guys have at the Baden Legion, the State Police Week. Can you highlight some of what's going on with that?
Well, you know what, this one and the next one are really good. They are right now. Okay, and the National Guard Youth Camp, it's a 6-day program for students from 15 to 17 years of age, and they're interested in pursuing a career in law enforcement or military. And it's a leadership program. The cadets are taught firearms by NRA instructors. They go through the drill instructor, the drills that we do as military. But it's going to be held in June 8 to 14, and it's going to be at Messiah University. Now, the best part about this is it's free. Okay, you get the application, give the application to any one of our American Legion posts, and they will pay the cost. And the cost of this is, I think, $225.
That's cool. Something neat that I think would be cool. So what are some of the other things going on at the Legion? I know you guys, a rarity, everybody else has fish fries on Fridays during Lent, but you guys don't have them just during Lent. You have them throughout the year, correct?
Go ahead.
Yeah, right. We're doing them from September all the way to the end of April.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good place to get fish. So, and that's open to anybody?
Yes.
Okay. I know you do some other dinners throughout the year, too.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good. All right, Scott.
There's the oratorical and essay contests. That's coming up in the fall, but is it too early for people to know what to plan for there?
No. I like to tackle that one in September because that's when the kids come back to school. But oratorical and essay are primo things. For the oratorical, if the student wins in Pennsylvania, the scholarship will be $3,500. Excuse me. The oratorical, which is not too well attended, if they win in Pennsylvania, they'll get a scholarship of $7,500. Now, I would encourage parents that if they have a child that is smart, outgoing, they want to start in 10th grade. Because if you're in 10th grade and let's say you're nervous as heck and you lose, at least you gain that experience. And then in 11th and 12th grade, you can come back and you can win. We had a young lady in Butler County that she won in 11th and 12th grade. And she got a full scholarship ride to the West Point Academy.
That's awesome.
So the amount of money that she won for the oratorical was $30,000. And the American Legion says, hey, you earned it. Here, wrote her out a check.
That's awesome.
So if she wanted to use that for further education or whatever, that was hers.
Wow.
That's awesome. All right.
Now, how can students and parents find out what the theme is for the oratorical, or do you guys announce that ahead of time? Or
well, if they want to go online to www.pa-legion.com and go under forms and documents, everything is there. Everything is there. But one of the other programs, Frank and Scott, is KBS. Okay, that's going on right now.
Okay.
Now, just like Law and Order, there is a scholarship somewhere down the line. In KBS, there is a scholarship down the line.
Okay.
And this is a leadership government program, okay, where you come in and you're in a group of people, and it starts with a city, okay? You form a city. And then the next thing you go to a town. And then you go to a state. And now you're into a Senate, a governor, and the higher you go to an individual, the more you can get in scholarship monies. And this, again, is in Messiah University, and it'll be June 15 through 21. Those applications are online. And one of the things that I noticed is these things, Law and Order and KBS, are good things to put on your resume for college. Okay?
Right.
They look at these things. And what I pulled out is the alumni for KBS. And I say KBS, Keystone Boys State, but there's also Keystone Girls State. So we sponsor both of them. But the alumni that I put down for KBS, and some of the younger people won't know these names. Neil Armstrong, okay? Tim Cook, who is CEO of Apple. U.S. Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito. Michael Jordan. Bill Clinton. John Bon Jovi. Okay? Tom Brokaw. So these are alumni that have gone through KBS. And there are scholarship opportunities. These are now, so if somebody is interested, they need to get on the horn real fast this month or next month.
Okay. All right, 724-843-1888. If you have any questions, we did have a caller. They dropped off, so they didn't want to wait, I guess. Got a little Yancey, I don't know. So, all right, what else is coming up at the Legion here in the last couple minutes we have? Anything good? Lots of good.
Yes.
Lots of good.
Yes, yes, we do.
It's all good.
In May.
All right, what's coming up in May?
Memorial Day.
Oh, okay.
Memorial Day at our Baden Legion, the Friday before Memorial Day, we have a group that goes out to the area cemeteries in our district. We have 7 cemeteries, and our first group will go out, and the markers that are on the military graves, they paint them.
Okay.
Okay. The next group comes out. We put flags, new flags. Third group goes out and puts geraniums. Okay.
Oh, that's
and then on Memorial Day, at 7 o'clock in the morning, we gather and we do a formal ceremony at each cemetery. Fire our rifles, perform the service. And then after that is over, we come back for a short, brief period, and then we do a parade in Baden. And we do the same service in front of the post and in front of the library.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. So, and then just one thing we do too, so maybe you guys can look at the list and see if there's anybody that needs to be added. We do a Memorial Day tribute to veterans here at Beaver County Radio on our website, and it has every veteran, everybody that they're veterans, but they have died in action. It has everybody that died in action from World War II, from the first soldier that died buried in Beaver Cemetery, actually.
Pearl Harbor?
At Pearl Harbor. Yeah, he was working on his plane.
Wow.
And the plane he was working on his plane, and they say he's the first person that died in the history from Beaver County in World War II, and he was one of the first people that actually died in Pearl Harbor, too. So we have a listing of all those the whole way through. So if you guys look at them and you see anybody we're missing or you see anything, Jerry Fisher and Ron Bagolia helped me put this together. And then even current veterans that are still alive, we'll honor them on there if they'd like to. Just, you guys give me the information. We'll put them on there with our things. And then we announce all the veterans on Memorial Day as well.
Thank you.
Yep. So
I just wanted to add one thing, Frank. Sure. Only because it popped into my head. If you have a family member who's a veteran and you notice that they never get a flag or anything on their resting place, go to your VA office, go to your local American Legion. American Legion's all over, do these for the local cemeteries. And if they don't have the information, that's how your loved one is getting missed. So just make sure your local Legion, your local VA office has that information. So that way they can be honored on Memorial Day.
Let's take a phone call. Good morning. You're on Beaver County Radio.
Hey, good morning, Frank. This is Tony Lang.
Hey, Tony. What's up?
Oh, not much. I just wanted to say hi to the guys from the Baden Legion. And just to change it up a little bit, but the Honky Tonk Heroes will be playing at the Baden Legion on May 15th. And they open that up to the public. And so anyone can come. But myself being a Legion member, it's always an honor to play there.
Awesome. Cool. Looking forward to it, I'm sure.
That raises a point, because you guys do have a lot of events. Can someone rent the Legion? Like if they want to have a concert or a fundraiser, are they able to rent the space?
Yes. We have the upstairs facility that holds approximately 300 people. Then we have the downstairs behind the canteen that holds approximately 125 people. Both of them could be rented.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Appreciate you calling, Tony.
Keep rocking,
yes, sir.
Tony.
You have a good day.
All right.
Thanks for everything you guys do, too, the vets.
Appreciate
it.
You too.
All right. 724-843-1888. We got a couple more minutes with them before we head off to news, and Noah has. Well, good place to go for Fish Friday. I keep going back to that because all the churches aren't doing Fish Fridays because it's Good Friday, and people are looking for somewhere to go. So that's why I keep mentioning it. Go to the Baden Legion.
What do you got? Haddock, flounder? What's the fish?
I think it's haddock.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, that's good. I've had it before. It's very good. So
yeah.
And this Friday is the last time for fish.
Yeah.
Then they close down, and we will reopen in September.
Okay.
And that's run by our auxiliary.
Yeah.
All right. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you guys or a hold of the Legion or join the Legion, how can they get a hold of you?
503-682-8255. Phone number at the Legion is 724-869-7179. Or you can go on www.legion.com.
Is that State Street you guys are on?
Yes.
The main street in Baden?
Yeah.
All right, Linda, if somebody wants to be part of the auxiliary, how do they do that?
Same thing.
Okay.
Basically.
All right.
So.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. We appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us. And thank you for being a little bit flexible with Congressman DeLuzio wanting to continue to talk and not getting us to where we need to belong. So you got to hang out with us for an hour and a half instead of being out on the golf course on this chilly morning. You cannot tell me, Tom, you'd be out on the golf course.
It is
cold.
warming up. We will be on a golf course.
All right. Do you go out normally on cold days like this when it's like 27 degrees in the morning?
No, only when it's above 50.
Oh, okay, I got you. So, all right. Well, appreciate you guys coming in. Coming up next is News with Noah Haswell. And then Scott and I will have a little bit more music till top of the hour. We still got your St. Barnabas this day in history for music as well. So, and we'll get some more local music on, too.
Let's do it.
All right.
Looking for a great job opportunity? McDonald's now has full-time and part-time positions available to fit your lifestyle and needs. Set your own hours and have a lot of fun, too. Whatever the situation is, McDonald's has a place for you. Apply today at McHire.com. McDonald's is here for you. I'm loving it.
Make Easter more delicious than ever with chocolates from Rosalind Candy Castle in New Brighton. The entire Rosalind Candy Castle family invites you to stop in for the area's best selection of Easter basket fillers and novelties made from the highest quality pure milk chocolate. Try their homemade hand-decorated Easter eggs, such as the mouth-watering peanut butter melt-away eggs. All 15 varieties of Easter eggs are made fresh in Rosalind's Candy Kitchen. Don't forget, Rosalind Candy will have their delicious chocolate-covered strawberries the 3 days before Easter. Stop by Rosalind Candy Castle on the corner of 13th Street and 5th Avenue in New Brighton, or shop online and order your Easter favorites right from your desk at rosalindcandy.com. Rosalind Candy Castle, the sweetest place in Beaver County.
There's never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now, and Moon Township Ford is the only place to visit where you'll be treated like family and find incredible savings with the From America for America employee price event on almost every new 2024 and 2025 Ford. Browse through the monthly local Pennsylvania Ford specials at the Moon Township Ford website and visit the showroom to take your new vehicle for a test drive. Don't wait to take advantage of the employee pricing and 5.9% APR financing for 72 months on a 24 Ford F-150. Take advantage of employee pricing on not only the Bronco Sport, but also the full-size Ford Bronco. These prices are the lowest Bronco has ever been, so don't wait and hurry in because they may expire at the end of the month. Moon Township Ford, University Boulevard, Moon Township.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Put freedom in your future. Freedom United Federal Credit Union in Rochester.
Beaver County Radio proudly welcomes Fry Transportation to their family. You're listening to 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP, live from the all-new Fry Transportation Studios.
Beaver County Radio's news source. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and BeaverCountyRadio.com. Here's Noah Haswell.
Good morning on this Thursday, April 17th of 2025. We will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. According to documents on Wednesday, the suspect that set a fire to the house of Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro on Sunday motivated his actions from the Gaza conflict. A search warrant from Pennsylvania court officials confirms a 911 call on Sunday from Cody Ballmer says he refused to be a part of what Shapiro is doing with the Palestinians. A third-party expert is also independently reviewing the security of the fire and working with the Pennsylvania State Police. An unidentified man from Swickley got a gun and bullets intercepted from him at the Pittsburgh International Airport on Wednesday by TSA officers. According to TSA, the man forgot that he possessed these items, which were a .22 caliber handgun and 30 bullets. Police were notified by TSA, and officers took the gun from the man before releasing him. This is the 12th time in 2025 that a gun has been intercepted at Pittsburgh International Airport. Pennsylvania State Police in Beaver report that an unidentified driver hit a deer, causing a single vehicle crash in Hanover Township on Tuesday. The crash happened on Lincoln Highway and its intersection with Powell Drive on U.S. Route 30. According to police, the driver was going 45 miles per hour when a deer crossed the road. After hitting the deer, the driver did not want to drive the car, which was removed by AAA. There were no reported injuries. Pennsylvania State Police in Beaver report that a woman from West Pittsburgh caused a single vehicle crash on I-376 West on Monday. 50-year-old Tammy Allen was about 1 mile from the Brighton exit in Chippewa Township and did not have control of her vehicle. Allen also struck a guide rail after going off the right side of the road. According to police, Allen did not have any PA vehicle code violations, and her left leg sustained a minor injury after the crash. Beaver County Radio News correspondent Sandy Giordano reports that the Central Valley School Board approved retirements, a resignation, and 3 hirings on Wednesday. 9 employees and 6 education support professionals will retire on June 30th. Head varsity swim coach Larry Palochak resigned effective March 25th. Denise Sebeck is the new district business manager. Laura Hartzell will be the high school assistant principal, and Drew Sansonetti will be the middle school assistant principal. AAA East Central is introducing the campaign #ActionAgainstDistraction to help drivers let go of distractions completely. According to a release from AAA East Central, when a motorist takes their eyes off the road for 5 seconds driving 55 miles per hour, it's like driving a football field length blindfolded. Recommendations from AAA include keeping phones away, putting your GPS on before driving, and using your phone when you are safely pulled over. Acting U.S. Attorney Troy Ravetti announced Wednesday that a Cranberry Township resident was sentenced to an incarceration on his conviction of assault by striking, beating, or wounding. 28-year-old Quinton Owens pleaded guilty and got a 12-month incarceration. On October 11, 2022, Owens attacked his girlfriend on a cruise ship by putting her in a chokehold, punching her, and throwing her to the ground. Owens was ordered to pay a fine of $5,000.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
We could see some widespread frost through mid-morning. Otherwise, we'll have sunny skies today with a high near 61. Mostly cloudy tonight. We'll drop down to a low around 45. Sunny, breezy, and warm tomorrow with a chance of showers and thunderstorms through the overnight. Look for a high near 79 and a low around 63. And the gusty winds continue on Saturday along with rain and possible thunderstorms. We'll reach a high near 74 and a low around 51. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
That's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Get up!